And welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're here at Rubin's Furniture, downtown Madison. And we're excited to be here because we're sitting on the orange couches today.
There's really no bad place to sit.
There's no bad place to sit.
I'm particularly enjoying this right now, yes.
We're joined by designer J.J. Johnson. J.J., it's always good to have you with us.
Well, thank you, and welcome to Rubin's this morning.
We love coming.
Yeah, we love coming here. So we noticed that recently you celebrated your 33rd year here at Rubin's. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That I can exist this long.
You would never know that you could have possibly been here for 33 years,
Yeah.
but what a milestone, incredible, congrats.
It's been very interesting and a wonderful adventure and wonderful experiences.
That's so great.
You know, you have to have had some there have to be some designs or projects that you've worked on that have just been, that kind of stick out in your mind as being more memorable. Do you have any stories to tell about that?
Well, the most interesting one was a villa on the island of St. Thomas.
Okay.
It was owned by a local family here who leased it out to the White House.
Oh.
So it's nice to know that a self-taught designer from northern Minnesota can do a home where you can say that the president slept.
Oh,
so,
wow.
that was very interesting when President Clinton was in office, and one of their famous snapshots was taken on the beach at the villa. So it was very interesting at that time.
Oh, absolutely.
Still is.
Well,
Yeah.
kudos to you. I mean, that's great bragging rights, really, for us to have
Right.
you on the
Oh.
show. So
Yeah.
thank you. But that's what a neat story. And I'm sure that we're going to just make you reminisce today
Okay.
and talk a little bit about your experiences. But you have done some incredible design work and even some traveling, because you don't always work with clients right here necessarily. Let's talk about where some of these design projects have taken you in terms of your travels.
Well, because Mr. Rubin hired me, and I'm very appreciative of that here 33 years ago, through the years, because being here at Rubin's, I've been able to travel to Germany, Denmark, Finland, the south of France, in the Caribbean, and also St. Thomas, but throughout the whole United States, from Seattle to Florida to California, Arizona, Minnesota, and Wisconsin, quite a bit.
Yes.
Chicago, Missouri. So it's been adventurous.
We only have a few minutes
I know,
left
I know.
to season you. No, but that's so, how fun is that? You get to actually go and do work for clients that have maybe homes elsewhere. And
Well, I've been around so long that I've kind of grown with the clients. So as the people have improved with their business or their companies, they've been transferred. It's been very interesting. Up in Marshfield, I worked with a lot of the physicians that were with the Marshfield Clinic, who then later transferred to California. And I was able to do, the most unusual place was an office for a plastic surgeon on Fashion Island. That was very, very interesting.
I bet.
Because it's nothing but plastic surgeons' offices there. And at that time, they were changing it. That was called the spa. It was no longer going to the plastic surgeon. So they would have a place for you to stay. And we were able, the only room that looked anything clinical was the operating room. Everything else looked like a very luxurious penthouse. So it was very interesting.
Well, absolutely. That's an idyllic sort of business. You need the space to match.
Yes.
Have you ever just wanted, hoping you hear someone's relocating and you're going, France, Paris, I'm hoping. No.
Well, I've been to France.
You've been there too.
And it's been very interesting because I like history, and I am a self-taught designer. I'm always learning. And the fact that design, furnishings, architecture is all historical. So it's very, very interesting to find that some of the things or applications that were being used hundreds of years ago are still being applied to designs, yes.
And I think, talk a little bit about that, because I imagine just being here for 3 decades that you've seen, trends that have come and go and then maybe even come back too. Have you experienced that at all?
Orange sofas.
We're sitting in it right now.
It's a wonderful trend. It's an exciting color. Of course, I was born in '53, so I was born in the era of orange, and not only in sofas, but in kitchen appliances and other things. But no, mid-century modern has come back very strong now. So I would consider that a trend that has been reborn, because it's now grown into something a little bit different than it was when it first came out.
Sure.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's a nice thing, though.
And trends seem to be sort of cycling around more quickly than they used to, I find, because, you know, it seems like it took a little bit longer for things to sort of resurface, and now design is just moving so fast, and I find that fascinating. So touch on what some of the things are now. What are the big trends? What are popular? What are clients requesting that are really sort of in?
Well, what I think that's exciting particularly here with Rubin's, because we're not married to one particular brand of furniture or style of furniture. And in comparison to a lot of other retail types of situations like what we have here, you don't have to settle. You don't have to settle with either the brown sofa or the black sofa that's on the floor. You can be as dramatic as wanting to have orange or any color in leather nowadays. So.
Oh my gosh, the leather selection is
it's amazing.
Incredible.
So I would say that we're more trend setters than trend followers.
Oh, nice.
And that we can see things that are coming into the future. And because people want to have more of a personalized look rather than something that just comes into style for one season like the fashion industry and it's out of style the next fashion industry, people are investing in a look that's just for them. And that's what makes it exciting nowadays.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's unique to them.
It's everlasting.
Yeah. Like the everlasting gobstopper. Sorry, I just had to pop into my head.
Okay.
So you guys are having a leather sale coming up in August.
We're having a wonderful promotion going up in August. In fact, it'll be with several different companies. That you'll have some fantastic things to look up on our commercials that are coming into being. We're carrying some new lines that will be on a promotional price. We're also, like right now, we have a current promotion with leather that if you're ordering a grade 6,000, you can get it at a grade 3,000 price, which is a very nice value. So you can take advantage of that, which is very nice. And that's with our Palliser company.
And I think what's nice to know about leather is there's different, you guys are so good about finding out what goes on in that particular individual's home and maybe what kinds of durability needs there are, what kinds of shape needs, and we mentioned so much color. I mean, the variety with leather now is just incredible. I think it's so nice.
Well, I think the one thing to try to educate people about is they'll come in the store and they'll say, we have a dog and 3 children, so we need something durable. What fabrics do you have? And I said, well, you should be looking at leather because a lot of people aren't aware that leather is skin and that it's healable. There's a wonderful person here in town that has done miracles with leather where if it was ripped, it can be healed and you wouldn't see a scar.
Wow.
If it's been had some other damage done to it, it can be taken care of.
Right.
Whereas with fabric, if the dog all of a sudden decides to dig in the cushion, well,
you're out of cushion.
That's out. That's gone.
Yeah.
But if they were to scratch the leather or dig into it, we have a person that can do wonderful miracles in rehealing the leather, and that's the better investment for you. So with kids, it's more difficult for them to damage the leather than what a fabric sofa would be.
Good to know. Well, we look forward
And
to
cat
that
hair
sale.
brushes right off.
Ah, that's always good too.
JJ Johnson, we always enjoy having you on the program. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having us.
JJ is a designer here at Rubin's Furniture, downtown Madison. Come on down, pick something out. They've got leather coming up this August. That's all the time we have for Wisconsin Family. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and